that if a government wants full omnipotence, it has to break down the family unit, because the family unit stands in opposition to government omnipotence. So I would probably say every ill that we're seeing in society right now, that which you might think are unrelated, are actually all related to destroying the family unit. So sometimes you say, why are they on this climate change thing? And then you go, why are they fighting trans bathroom signs? And what's with this LGBTQ stuff? If you examine all of these issues and you realize what they have in common, it's that they are attacking families. So climate change, they're telling children, don't have kids. Don't have kids. It's irresponsible. The planet's not going to be here for 10 years. Meghan and Harry got an award because they agreed to only have 2 kids. Yeah. It's about the shrinking of the family unit, which is it's totally bizarre. The LGBTQ stuff, if kids are chopping off their parts, they're not going to be able to have a productive family. Yeah. There's no nuclear family unit if it's 2 lesbians or two gay people. More power to the government. You've got to turn to the government to even have a child, which is now coming down the pipeline with all of those things. And so, when I examine every issue that we're fighting, you can see that what the government is actually doing is trying to interrupt the family unit. So I would say that that's the number one issue.
And your friend Larry Elder said the exact same thing. He put that at number 1.
He put number 1, right?
He said number 1. And then obviously a guy like that said very nice things.
I want to see what else she's going to say. Let me see what else she's going to say. What else would you say?
Well, so I was saying, I would put family issues first because every other societal ill follows it, So when I'm talking about the education system, right, and what's going on, and kids are getting systematically dumber across Baltimore. They can't find a single child that's proficient in reading and writing, but talk to the kid about BLM and they're going to be like, oh yeah, no, absolutely. They're training little Marxists. The kids actually know nothing. They're essentially toddlers. Like when you see a toddler throwing a temper tantrum, they don't understand why. And so they just blame rich people, right? It must be because of rich people that I failed in life. No, it's because you literally couldn't pass a basic reading exam and your life was cut off for you before you even graduated. But when you look at that, again, it brings you back to the family unit. Culture is a major problem. Hollywood and culture is definitely up there. But they're, again, reinforcing the breakdown of family, the overt sexualization, the perversion. I mean, that's what I'm saying about not importing American values. That is one of the most... I would say that is the most disgusting thing right now that's happening in America is this the over sexualization of our culture. And I look at other countries and I'm like, no, I'd much rather be importing those values, right? What are we exporting right now? When you look at what celebrities are endorsing and the overt sexuality, obviously you brought up that I did the Whatever podcast. It broke my heart to sit across from a 22-year-old who sleeps with 10 men a night. And her answer is, well, I make money, I make $100,000 a year. You're 22 years old and you look like you're possessed by a demon because you are.